Okay, I apologise. I'm the first to admit when I got something wrong. I'll put my hands up and I did something wrong. For those of you who watched the PlayStop method for the RC-600, I made a fatal flaw. And loads of you actually pointed it out, but in a nice way. You didn't actually rip me a new one for it. But I have a solution, so stick with me on this video and we'll go through it together. Hey, what's going on? It's JP, welcome to the channel. If you've never been here before and you want to talk about looping, live streaming, and all the tools you'll need for the modern musician, then have a look around the channel, give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, and you'll know when the next video is out. Now, this all started from a question about whether we can use PlayStop, which is where you click the button to record and then it goes into play and then just stop and that's it. So I played around with the settings and changed one of the memories on my RC-600 and changed the pedals. So mode 1 was all PlayStop for 6 tracks and mode 2 was record play, so therefore you could add overdubs if you needed to. And you saw me play around with it here at this desk, but one thing I didn't take into consideration was how quick I was pressing the pedals. I was actually using my hands and hitting the pedals with them, and I was so excited to get this idea out, I recorded it right here. The thing I didn't do was go over there and test it properly with a guitar with the pedal at my feet. The questions started coming in, how are you getting over things like the delay on the PlayStop? I didn't know what you meant. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was working fine. But then the horror set in when one of the comments said that the PlayStop, when it's empty, when you hit record, it's when you're lifting your foot that the record activates, not when you press it. I wasn't near the studio on that day and I couldn't wait to get back and just figure out if that was true or not. And unfortunately, it is. So the idea to have all 6 tracks across the 6 buttons is not an issue, and to have PlayStop is not an issue, but to record from PlayStop has a couple of millisecond delay, and I don't know why Boss have done this. But the resolve for this is quite simple. I'm going to break this down in this video, but the other thing I'm going to do as well is I'm going to update the template. Anyone who got the template, you're going to get the version 2 straight away. So let's head over there first of all. Let me show you how I've programmed it up, and then I'm going to show you a demonstration to prove that it works. So you join me here with the RC-600 and I'm going to show you what the issue is. Now, the issue with this, we're on mode 1. Mode 1, as you know, is play and stop, and that's it. And the issue isn't actually with play and stop 1. Play stop 1 does exactly what we want it to. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now, if I stop that and then press it, we'll get the 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 1. That's fine. But what happens is when we change over to play stop 2 or 3. So I've just erased that loop. Let's go into the menu system. So let's go menu, go across 1, control funk, mode 1, pedal 1. So we're on play stop 1. If I change this to play stop 2, look what happens. If I press down, it will not record. It will record when I release. And I'm going to release it. Do you see that? It's now recording. Do you see that? Okay. It's now recording. When we go to play stop 3, hold down, release, it starts recording. Release, it starts recording. So if you're on play stop 2 or 3, all you need to do is have them on play stop 1. Play stop 1, for some reason, if I hold it down, it starts recording straight away. But play stop 2 and 3 doesn't. Now, before I show you this actually working and proof of concept, if you're making music, you need to check out today's sponsor, which is DistroKid. DistroKid is a music distribution company. So if you make music and you want to put it out there in the world, you give it to a music distribution company and they push it out to all the online stores and digital streaming sites around the world, of which there are over 170 different digital music streaming sites around the world. Some you may not even know, but the big ones, things like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Pandora, Deezer, Tidal, iHeartRadio, all these different ones, but there's also the social media aspect. So Facebook, as in Meta with Instagram, then you've also got TikTok and even Snapchat. So if you want your music to be used in people's reels, or you just want the next track you make to go viral, then you can have it available for other people to use in their reels, in their stories, and you get paid. Now, most music distributors charge you every time you release some music, but DistroKid don't do this. They charge you one price per year, which starts at $22.99. And we have a link that's in the description box that will give you 7% off your first annual membership with them. They don't take a cut of your royalties, they don't take a cut of anything else because you are paying them that subscription. So check out DistroKid in the description box below. Thank you very much to them for sponsoring this video. Let's go and have a look at this new version of PlayStop. So just to give you a demonstration of this is on the PlayStop and mode 1, and mode 1 is on PlayStop 1 for all 6 tracks. track 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on mode 2, we've got record, play 4. So I can record, play, overdub, clear, and stop all on one pedal, a bit like an RC-5 for each 6 tracks. Mode 3 is still my effects, so I can turn the effects on for my input effects, and I've got my track effects here as well. Let's go back to mode 1. Let's just make a beat, and then we'll make sure this works. Now if I press all start stop, the problem was the milliseconds of not getting that first sort of beat, that first bar, that first part of bar 1, beat 1. So now it's there. If I press that, it works. The problem with PlayStop 1 is there's no undo. So if you make a mistake, you're going to have to go up to mode 2 and then hold it down, and then it can erase itself, but it will play. Of course, the other advantage is we can record stuff really quickly, so you can go from one loop to another. So when you hit record, you can technically hit record on the next one, and then that will stop at the end of that loop. Let me show you that. So very quickly you can get from one loop to another, but then you can stop them individually. And that makes a lot more sense. Now, if you have found the content of this video useful, I hope so, then please give it a thumbs up. That really helps me. It helps the channel grow. And if you found a couple of the videos useful, consider subscribing to the channel. The next thing you're going to see is a playlist for all the RC-600 videos I've done so far. And the other thing that's going to pop up is my RC-600 course. Put the word PlayStop in the checkout for a cheeky discount. Give it a click, see how much you're going to get.